Angeles, meet you, DJ Presley.
I see the enemy. I see the enemy.
Gospel after moving ghetto D. Had to bring it to the lake for the world to see. Yeah,
about it. I think I'm Master P. Feel like the last done. I built the masterpiece. I hear the demons talking. I think they after me. Y'all niggas Pharisees. I think I'm Maccabees. Yelling Illuminati. I think I'm Machiavelli. Feeling like Malcolm Little. That's what the captain tell me. Feed your spirit food. Just let it pack your belly. Feds hating the camps. I think they tapped the celly. I'm in the wilderness. Captain tell me. Feed your spirit food. Just let it pack your belly. Feds hating the camps. I think they tapped the celly. I'm in the wilderness. I think I'm John the Baptist. They wanna burn my Bible. I told my mom to stash it. They hear it in my music. Cause every song's a classic. The flow was addictive. I let it calm the addicts. You lacking the faith. Ripley's, believe it or not. I steady all the time. Yeah, I got the cipher on lock. We was in the streets. Used to keep the heater on cock. Now I'm building the church. I think I'm Peter the Rock.
I'm bad about it. I think I'm Master P. Feel like
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honor to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who were very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel, truth and sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. This is Brother Quana Watt coming back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord will, it is edifying. Lord will, it is straight to the point. But this is, a video, the beloved elder man out there in KC, Kansas City, man, ultimately did on another brother's video, going in on these three different Passovers, that we had seen, right? These are these other camps, right? Because we know that, here, beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down, right, to those that ultimately have come up under them, preaching that same doctrine, in truth and in sincerity, we don't hold our Passover like this, man, This is, this is bugged the fuck out, man. Just to be real, just to put it plain, this is not how the Passover is supposed to be held. And really this, the Passover is supposed to be held in remembrance, of Yahweh Shai, in his sacrifice, as well as, the hard bondage, that we went through in Egypt, and how the Lord, ultimately got us out of there. But mainly, again, about Yahweh Shai, because it was Yahweh Shai, right, that was, with us in the wilderness, right, in the, he was with us coming out of Egypt. He was with us in the wilderness, and he sacrificed his life, for us, man, and as you read in 1 Corinthians 11 chapter, it tells you, right, that when you eat of the Passover, we have to do it in remembrance of Yahweh Shai. And this is not in remembrance of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, that Passover that he had, right, with the disciples, right, when he was ultimately taken, you know, that was a solemn assembly, man. There was no partying. There was no mirth. There was no none of that, man. It was a serious, I don't want to say event, but it's a serious high holy day, man. You know? That we are to keep psalm, man. A solemn assembly. You know, this is just straight fucking foolery, man. This is bullshit, man. You know? And I just got a few precepts on the matter, man. This is not how you're supposed to hold the Passover, man. You know? So I want to read in Deuteronomy the 16th chapter, right? It tells us, right, in the first 8 verses, right, how we are supposed to hold, right, the Passover, man, to a certain degree, which you can read in Exodus the 12th chapter, man. You know, but I'm going to read this one. It's more of like a shortened version in a sense. But Exodus 12 goes into the whole thing, man. You know? Go and read the whole chapter, right? It's one of the chapters, right? It's the chapter that we read on the Passover, as well as many other things, right? Curses, right? Psalms 121, you know? But hey, we read Exodus the 12th chapter. It's a part of, you know, the curriculum, so to speak, if you know, for the Passover, man. You know, that's what you should be doing. But come on, man. You know, instead of, you know, they're bringing fucking guns, man. You know, women and children there. You know, what do you got guns for, man? You know, it's bullshit, man. Hey, it's all a game with these guys, man, with these other camps, man. It's a game, you know, but it's not a game, right? It's Deuteronomy 16 and verse 1. It says, observe the month of Abib, right, and keep the Passover unto Yahweh thy power. For in the month of Abib, Yahweh thy power brought thee forth out of Egypt by night. Right, man. And this is the first month of the first month, man, of the year, right? This is the Tikkun, right, when the month of Abib, right, which we, you know, again is the first month, right, which would be around, you know, obviously March, right? It's springtime, man. You know, when everything actually, when life actually, you know, comes back, right, in the winter, plants and animals, they're all dormant. You know, everything's, you know, sort of in like a dead state, you know? Well, when spring comes, everything comes back to life, man. You know, that's actual new year, man. You know? You know, but Esau got people, you know, believing that the new year is in the dead middle of fucking winter, man. January 1st, which is some bullshit, man. You know? But I'll keep going, right? Verse 2, it says, thou shalt therefore sacrifice the Passover, right? Which you can, you know, obviously could be, you know, it's supposed to be a lamb or a goat, right? And again, Exodus, the 12th chapter goes in deep on that, right? It states that, you know, that it's supposed to be a, you know, a male, right, of the first year with no blemishes, you know? It says, thou shalt therefore sacrifice the Passover unto Yahweh thy power of the flock and the herd in the place which Yahweh shall choose to place his name there. Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it, right? Because we didn't have enough time, right, going into Exodus, right, the first Exodus, right, the Israelites coming out of Egypt, right, we didn't have enough time, you know, to put no leavening agent in it and really sit down and really make and prepare our food. We had to go, man, right, so we made it in haste, man, no leavening agent, which is, you know, and we made the food, man, you know, and this is why, you know, we're not supposed to have any leaven, right, in, you know, our you know, in our house, man, you know. We're not supposed to have any of it, man, you know, for that whole 7-day period, right, from the 23rd sundown, right, which was the beginning of the Passover, which was Saturday, right, at sundown, all the way to the 30th at sundown, man, right, 7 days, man, you know, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, right. It says, thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith, even the bread of affliction. For thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste, right? That thou mayest remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt all the days of thy life, right? So this is a part of it, right? Part of the Passover is to remember, right? That the first Exodus, man, you know? It says, and there shall be no leavened bread seen with thee in all thy coasts 7 days, neither shall there anything of the flesh which thou sacrificed the first day at even remain all night until the morning, right, man? You know, You know, which, you know, here in this society, man, you know, we're technically supposed to roast with fire, right? The rest of it, right? Burn it and get rid of it, you know, anything that's left right after the Passover. But in the, you know, if you live in the city, right, you can't necessarily do all that, right? This is why you scriptures say, you know, where we rehearse the righteous acts, right? And now as well as we're covered under grace, right? But the things that we cannot keep, right? Through Yahushua shedding his blood, now we're under grace, man. You know, so for the things that we're not able to keep, right, we're covered under grace, right? But nonetheless, we still try to follow the law and keep the law to the best of our ability. Romans 3, right? Through faith, we establish the law, man. You know, so yeah, you know, in a sense, right? If you live in the city, you gotta throw it in the trash, but technically, you're supposed to burn the remains, right? It says, "Thou mayest not sacrifice the Passover within any of thy gates, which Yahweh thy power giveth thee. But at the place which Yahweh thy power shall choose to place his name in, there shalt thou sacrifice the Passover at even, at the going down of the sun, at the season that thou camest forth out of Egypt." Right, man? Right? It says, "And thou shalt roast and eat it in the place which Yahweh thy power shall choose, and thou shalt turn in the morning and go unto thy tents." Right, man? Right? Because we're supposed to stay in the house, right? Which again, you know, some brothers, you know, you got to get up and work, or you know, you got other things to do, right? Again, we're in captivity, right? We're also covered under grace. So the things, you know, that we have to do, like going back home, or you know, again, having to work, right, when we're not supposed to work, you know, and we're covered under grace on those things, man. Right? But we try our best to keep the rest of the things that we know we can keep. You know, but continuing on, and this is the point, right? It says, 6 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and on the 7th day shall be a solemn assembly to Yahweh thy power. Thou shalt do no work therein. So we are supposed to keep this a solemn assembly, man. The Passover is not a joke, man. Right? The Passover is not anything to, you know, to mess with, man. You know, or to joke about, or to sit there. Because in reality, right, if these guys truly believed and had faith in Yahushua, they would hold it in remembrance of Yahushua, right? And realize and understand that when Yahushua held the Passover with the disciples, right, before Yahushua was taken, it was a serious moment, man. It wasn't a joke. You know? It wasn't a joke, man. But these guys are making it to be a joke. You know? Disrespecting, you know, really Yahushua, right? Disrespecting Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, man. You know? So let me grab this. Because again, Psalm is supposed to be a serious, right? Let's grab that word. I had it right here in the online etymology, right? Psalm, right? It says formal and dignified, right? It says not cheerful or smiling, serious. And these guys are all here laughing, smiling, you know? Laughing, smiling, you know? Let's go back, man. Look at it. Look at this shit, man. Look at that. Look at it. You see dude right there smiling with a big ass smile on his face, man. Everybody laughing, jumping, cheerful. You know, and I can't see, you know, what camp this is. I know the last one, you know, was Sakari, right, when the dude with the gun, right? But I personally, you know, they look at this, man. This is a Passover of one of these camps, you know, outside of GMS, you know, outside of, you know, GMS affiliates, you know, because I do have, you know, some camps, right, that follow, you know, Great Millstone that, you know, that hold it, right, the Passover, right, the same, right, as Great Millstone, man, right? But then you have these reprobate camps, man, you know? Then you got these guys, man, doing this shit, man. This ain't funny. You know, it's supposed to be a solemn assembly, man. Right? Psalm, it says, not cheerful or smiling. Serious. This is serious. Right? It says, characterized by deep sincerity. These guys ain't sincere, man. That's some straight up bullshit, man. That's some straight up fucking bullshit, man. It says serious, man. You know, let's go back because I have this precept. And again, you've seen it, man. Do those smiling and shit. Let's play it again. Look at that, man. They jumping around, big ass smiles on their face, getting in tune with it, dancing. Bullshit, man. This whole thing is wrong, man. All these fucking Passovers you just seen in this video, man, is wrong, man. You know? Let's go back, man. This is, we're jumping to 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter, right? In verse 24, right? This is what you're supposed to do with the Passover, man. This is where your focus is supposed to be on, where your mental is supposed to be at when holding the Passover. You know? 1 Corinthians 11 and 24, it says, when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you, right? Because Yahushua sacrificed his life, man. Yahushua was marred more than any man. He was beaten, man. Mocked, made fun of. We're supposed to be remembering that. Everything that he did for us, man. To be able to understand and know that we are Israelites today, man. It was because of his sacrifice, man. And these guys, man, these fucking foolish ass people, man. Right? Because it starts with the head, the head on down, man. It starts with the leaders, man. They're the ones that are condoning this shit, man. And they're the ones that are going to get fucking punished for it, man. You know, anybody else, you know, that might see that that's wrong, man. If you don't come out of these camps, man, you're going to perish right with them, right? The blind leading the blind, they shall both fall into a ditch, man. You continue, if you're listening to Great Millstone, but you in one of these other camps, and you fucking up too, man. You need to leave those camps, man. They're going to get your ass killed, man. Right? It says, do in remembrance of me, right? To remember Yahushua, right? It says, after the same manner also, he took the cup when he had supped, saying, this cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me. In remembrance of Yahushua, right? That's the main point, right? Remembering Yahushua and what he did, his sacrifice, man, you know, and what his sacrifice is allowing us to be able to know and understand today. Right? As well as, right, the Exodus, the first Exodus, man. We remember all those things. But again, Yahushua being the main point. You know, because he was that perfect sacrifice, man. Right? It says, verse 26 is, for as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the Lord, man. Right, man. You're drinking it unworthily, right? This is some unworthy ass, foolish activity, man, that we seeing here, man. You know, Yahushua wouldn't condone this shit, man. You know? It says, but let a man examine himself, so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. That's right. You know, and we are to examine ourselves before we come into the Passover, man, right? Scriptures say, if right eye offend thee, pluck it out. So something that's going to hold us back or distract us or any kind of, you know, bad spirit that might be on us, we're supposed to purge that out before we eat of that lamb and drink of that yayan, that cup, man, in remembrance of Yahushua, right? Eating that unleavened bread, right? We do that in remembrance of Yahushua. We're not supposed to sit here and be doing all this dumb shit on the Passover, man. You're supposed to examine yourself, man. These guys ain't examining themselves, man. And they all about the flesh, man. That's some carnal ass shit they out here doing, man. You know, this is basically just like a fucking concert in the world, man. That's some worldly ass activities, man, that's going on with these camps, man. You know, they not examining themselves, man. They not following the playbook, man. The scriptures. They're not following the main example, Yahushua. They ain't doing that, man. You know? Verse 29 says, for he eateth and drinketh unworthily. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily, eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. Let's look up that word damnation, right? Damnation, right? So condemnation to hell by the Most High, right? It says basically your ass being put to death, man. Right? It says fact of being condemned by judicial sentence, right? It says to doom, condemn, Let's look that up right here. It says, it says, in Christian belief, condemnation to eternal punishment in hell. Which hell, is goes into the grave, right? Being put in the ground, right? Being dead, as well as it, goes into a state, of living, right? These people say, I'm living in hell, right? They're living in the worst case scenario, It says inflict loss on right here down at the bottom. Damnation. And the Lord's going to take your life from you, man. That's what you finna lose. Right? The Lord's finna take your life, man. Synonyms, right? It says condemnation to hell, right? It says eternal punishment, right? Doom, hellfire, right? Curse, excommunication, ultimately destruction, man. That's what's coming, right, to those that eat of this Passover unworthily, man. Eat and drink of this Passover unworthily. You're going to be put to death. And this is why it's so serious, man, because we know that we have all committed sin worthy of death, and we want to receive that mercy. But again, these guys, they don't give a shit, man. They don't give a shit. But hey, that's okay, right? The Lord's coming. The Lord's coming to kill their ass, man. Right? All the leaders of these camps, right? Woe to these false prophets, because they're false prophets, man. And they're leading and scattering the sheep, man. So destruction is coming unto them. But hey, the message, is going out, right? And the message to those, hey, if you be in this camp, in any of these camps that are holding Passovers like this, hey, you need to leave those camps, man. Stop following these leaders, man, because they're going to walk you straight down the path of death, man. And I'll grab this and we'll close out, man. Romans chapter 16 and verse 17, it says, now beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them, right? And these guys are contrary, right, to the truth, man. Right? These guys are contrary to Yahweh Shai. So we are to avoid these guys, man. It says, for they that are such serve not our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, right? Because they're not for Yahweh Shai, man. Right? The Passover is to remember Yahweh Shai. They ain't remembering Yahweh Shai. They're over here having, festivals and concerts, and you got the leaders sitting on these thrones like they somebody and shit. When it's supposed to be about Yahweh Shai. It's not supposed to be about y'all. Y'all ain't shit, man. Yahweh Shai is the King of Kings, man. Y'all not. It says, for they that are such serve not our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, but their own belly, man. Their own belly, right? It's all about them. It's not about Yahweh Shai. It's about them. And that's why Yahweh Shai is going to kill their ass, man. It says, and by good words and fair speeches, deceive the hearts of the simple, right, man? And everybody that follows these motherfuckers are simple as shit, man. And I'm just putting it plain. Y'all simple and foolish, man. This is why the Lord said my people are foolish, man. They're sawdust children. You're stupid, man. Y'all dumb as hell. Y'all can't see that that's wrong. We just read it, 1 Corinthians 11 chapter. This is our mindset, right? It's supposed to be your mindset on the Passover, man. Remembering Yahweh Shai. You're not supposed to be sitting here worrying about, all this, you got guns there, Hey, who knows, man? Who knows, man? In that, when you see Sakari, man, they had all those dishes lined up, right? That had food in it, possibly, man. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if they had pork there too, man. Crab, shrimp, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying that they do, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Waxing worse and fucking worse, man. Every year. It's because they don't have Yahweh Shai, man. And again, if you're watching these videos, man, you Great Millstone, you're like, yeah, that ain't right. And you're in these other camps. Hey, well, you need to get out those fucking camps, man. Get out those camps and follow Great Millstone, man. Take heed to the truth. Not these fucking bullshit ass lies and leading you down the wrong path like these other camps are doing, man. Get out these camps. This is not how Passover is supposed to be held, man. This is not how the Passover is supposed to be held at all. Hey, so death to those niggas, man. All these niggas, From the leaders down to the fucking foot, man. The Lord's gonna kill you niggas, man. You know, so with that, Lord will is edifying, Lord will straight to the point. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Rachak Kodash, that belongs to the elder apostles, elder bishops, a great millstone, rule very well, very beautifully. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect. Till next time, I say Shalom.